Avast, mateys! Welcome to a journey deep in the heart of pirate lore, where myths, legends, and superstitions intertwine with a salty sea air. In this three-part series, we'll delve into the captivating tales that have shrouded pirates' mysteries for centuries. Segment 1, Myths of Lost Treasure. Did pirates really bury their treasure and create elaborate maps? Join us as we unravel the story of hidden riches and uncover the truth behind these legendary quests. Ahoy, mateys! Avast ye and gather round, for today we're setting sail on a treasure hunting adventure like no other. We're diving headfirst into one of the most enduring legends of pirate lore, buried treasure, and the mysterious maps that lead to it. Did pirates really bury their loot and draw fancy maps? Let's uncover the truth in a way only pirates can, with a splash of humor. Pirate paranoia and hiding places. First things first, mateys. Pirates weren't exactly trusting souls. They didn't fancy keeping their loot out in the open, so they hid it in all sorts of cunning places, like secret compartments aboard their ships or remote island hideaways. They feared mutiny and, more importantly, the taxman. Arr, me hearties, if you enjoying this tale as much as a barrel of rum, give that like button a hearty smash. Let's make it rain likes, savvy? Now, about those fancy treasure maps with big red X's. They're more fiction than fact. Pirates didn't leave maps behind like some sort of piratical GPS. Most of the tales about treasure maps were spun by storytellers and novelists. And if they did make maps, they'd be cryptic riddles with clues, just as wee bit maddening. Here are a couple literary stories to fuel the flames of those treasure map notions. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Steven. This classic adventure novel introduced the character of Long John Silver and the iconic treasure map marked with an X that leads to Captain Flint's buried treasure on a treasure island. It's a tale of young Jim Hawkins and a group of pirates in search of a legendary booty. Pirates of the Caribbean. The Curse of the Black Pearl, a film. While not a book, this popular film franchise featured Captain Jack Sparrow in pursuit of Captain Hector Barbossa and his cursed crew. The story revolves around a piece of treasure map, originally written by a character named Jack Sparrow, which holds the key to breaking the curse. These stories, while highly entertaining, contributed to the romanticized imagination of pirates burying treasures with elaborate maps. In reality, such maps were rarely used by actual pirates. Hoist the jolly-like flag, ye scurvy dogs. If ye want to see more videos that'll make even Davy Jones chuckle, don't just stand there. Subscribe and be a part of our swashbuckling journey. Give that subscribe button a hearty click. Arr. Treasure was spent, not saved. Pirates were known for their love of the high life, rum, parties, and shiny trinkets. They didn't bury their treasure and sit on it like a dragon guarding his hoard. They'd spend, gamble, and carousel until their pockets were as empty as a shark's grin. If they buried anything, it was empty bottles. Arr, me hearties. As we sail away from the treasure trove of pirate legends, remember that when it comes to burying booty, the truth be far more practical than the myth. Practicality. Pirates, like any sensible individuals, would have found it impractical to bury their wealth, remote location, digging deep holes and hiding chests of gold and jewels would be time-consuming and physically demanding. Preservation. Many pirate treasures consisted of perishable items such as food, drink, and clothing, in addition to precious metals and gems. Burying these items would lead to spoilage and ruin. Pirates were more likely to enjoy the spoils of their plunder immediately. Security concerns. Pirates faced numerous threats at sea, including shipboarding, battles, mutinies. Keeping their wealth close at hand would have been a safer choice than leaving it behind in a hidden cache. Dividing the loot. Pirates often operated on a share and share-like system, where the loot was divided, and among the crew members burying treasure would make it difficult to fairly distribute the spoils. Navigational challenges. Creating complex treasure maps with cryptic clues might sound intriguing, but it would practically be impossible for a pirate crew to remember the interpretation such maps accurately, especially when under the influence of rum. Lost to history. Despite the many tales of buried treasure, very few verified cases of buried pirate loot have been discovered. Most of the tales of buried treasure are likely embellished or entirely fictional. While pirates did accumulate wealth through plunder, they typically enjoyed the fruits of their labor in the form of immediate rewards, rather than burying it into the hopes of returning later. The idea of buried pirate treasure has become more a romanticized myth than a historical reality. Here are a few tales of pirates who actually used their heads and their plunder to make a future for themselves. But first, be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more enchanting narratives from the depths where myths and truth intertwine. Like, share, and join us on this exploration of unknown as we navigate the uncharted waters of legend. Henry Avery, the fabulous fortune. Our first tale unfolds with the infamous Henry Avery. After plundering the staggering wealth of the Indian Mughal Emperor 1695, Avery faced a dilemma. He could have vanished into obscurity, but instead he did the unimaginable. Avery and his crew disbanded, disappearing across the globe. He divided the riches among them, and they blended into society as wealthy gentlemen. Avery's legacy wasn't one of piracy, but of audacious wealth. Bartholomew Roberts, the royal pirate. Next, we hoist the Jolly Roger of Bartholomew Roberts, the pirate who acquired so much wealth that he earned the title Black Bart. Rather than burying his treasure, Roberts maintained a life of flamboyant piracy. While becoming the most successful pirate in history, his lavish lifestyle and bold exploits earned him fame, and he wasn't shy about spending his vast fortune on finest clothes, jewelry, and alcohol. Jean Lafitte, the parrot buccaneer. Lastly, we set sail with an enigmatic Jean Lafitte, known as the gentleman pirate. Lafitte, a cunning privateer, amassed wealth that could have sunk a ship. Instead of burying it, he founded a pirate haven known as Barataria Bay and helped defend the United States during the War of 1812. His legendary pirate hoard found its way into the history books as the fortune of Patriot. Conclusion. There you have it, me hearties. The remarkable tales of pirates who, instead of burying their fortunes, rewrote history. From Henry Avery's mysterious retirement to Bartholomew's Roberts' extravagant lifestyle and Jean Lafitte's patriotic pursuits. Treasures be as legendary as your tales. Let's continue on our story about pirates and the tales that be spun about their lives. Treasures lost at sea. Aye, the high seas were treacherous, and many a pirate's loot met a watery grave. Storms, battles, clumsiness often sent their ill-gotten gains to Davy Jones' locker. So, while some treasures may be out there, they're more likely be coral-encrusted relics than shiny doubloons. Modern-day treasure hunting. But don't hang up your pirate hat just yet. Treasure hunters still scour the seas and shores in search of pirate booty. With metal detectors and modern technology, some lucky swashbucklers have unearthed long-lost relics, so who knows? Maybe there's a fortune waiting for you. Here are 3 modern-day treasure hunters for you to feast your eyes on and whet your appetite to pursue your dreams if you dream of finding hidden treasures like these scallywags did. On a personal note, I be one of these scallywags who actually met Mel Fisher, someone I researched and studied when I was a little lad, and I wanted to work with him. But the wind in my sails steered me in a different fashion, but we did meet up one day, and we got to talking. And I'm sure glad I did meet him. It was a moment I'll never forget. Here are 3 modern-day treasure hunters, each with a unique story of discovery. Number 1, Mel Fisher, the sunken galleon maestro. First on our list is the legendary Mel Fisher. For decades, Fisher relentlessly pursued the treasure of the Spanish galleon Nuestra Senora de Atocha, which sank off the coast of Florida in 1622. After enduring countless setbacks and tragedies, Fisher's determination paid off in 1985 when he discovered the Atocha's mother lode, worth over $450 million. His legacy lives on at the Mel Fisher Maritime Museum, inspiring treasure hunters worldwide. Ahoy, mateys! If this video sway you like a ship in a storm, don't be at landlubber. Subscribe and join our crew for more adventures on the high seas of content. Hit that subscribe button, ye scallywag. Robert Marks, the submerged history seeker. We delve into the exploits of Robert Marks, a treasure hunter and maritime archaeologist who dedicated his life to uncovering submerged history. Marx's discoveries include the remains of numerous ancient shipwrecks, revealing glimpses of lost civilizations and their treasures. His work not only enriched our understanding of the past, but also paved the way for responsible underwater exploration. Treasure hunter number 3, Daryl Miklos, the space treasure tracker. Our final treasure hunter, Daryl Miklos, combines the thrill of underwater adventure with a dash of outer space intrigue. Inspired by the astronaut Gordon Cooper's secret maps, Miklos scours the ocean for shipwrecks hinted by at the stars. His expeditions, documented in the TV series Cooper's Treasures, brings together history, science, and a touch of cosmic mystery, providing the treasures await those who explore both below and above. These modern-day treasure hunters, from the indomitable Mel Fisher to the history-seeking Robert Marks and the cosmic adventurer Daryl Miklos, remind us that the quest for hidden riches is far from over. These stories continue to captivate the imagination, promising that the thrill of the hunt endures in every age. In days of old, the pirates bold, they roamed the boundless sea, with treasures won and fortunes spun, they revealed in their glee. They scoffed at chests, concealed and guessed where doubloons might rest, for they chose with wild repose and lived it to the best. No maps they drew, no gold they strew in secret, hidden places instead they spent with merriment on life's delightful graces. They laughed and sang, their pleasures rang in taverns by the shore. Their riches flow in joys unknown, they yearned for nothing more. Then came time in a modern clime where treasures hunters thrived with Mel so bold and marks of old they dove and truly strived. In oceans deep their secrets keep the wrecks of ages past. With knowledge vast they'd hold it fast, revealing stories vast. Miklos, too, in cosmic blue, sought treasures from the sky. He blended stars with ocean bars, his dreams reaching so high. From pirates, fun, to treasures won, these seekers had their way. With quests profound, the riches found, they brightened up the day. So let us toast to treasure's boast in many different forms, from pirate's spree to history's plea, to where adventure's warms. No matter how it's spent or kept, its stories we adore. The treasures sought, both old and new, forever to explore. And mateys, be sure to subscribe to this channel and leave comments below. We'd be glad for it if you did. This be a new channel, and we need the help and support. There you have it, mateys. Pirates will be crafty and cunning. Didn't exactly bury treasure like it's shown in the movies, but that doesn't mean the thrill of treasure hunting is over. Well, let's back up and say there ain't no proof of buried treasure, and there ain't no proof of treasure maps, and there ain't no confirming or downright denying. So let your own imagination fill your visions. And with that, go grab your compass, don your tricorn hat, and let's go find that buried sense of humor. Until next time, fair winds, may your sea shanties always be in tune. Well, mateys, that be the end of today's tale, but you know what to do. Go ahead and look below this video near Davy Jones' locker and click the like button and the notification bell. You'll be a buccaneer if you do. Pirates of the Golden Age, we be newer channel, and we really appreciate the support from y'all.